What do you remember about our previous lessons? More specifically, what are the 3 types of business correspondence? Yes, Katarius.
Memos, emails, and letters.
Very good. Memos, emails, and letters. There's other ones such as reports, graphs, stuff like that. We're mainly focusing on memos, emails, letters. Alright, in your own words, tell me the purpose for business correspondence. There's 6 of these. Delaney?
You want all 6?
Yes, you can give me all 6.
Provide a record, advise, direct, or state a policy, inform, request information, persuade, or promote goodwill.
Very good. Provide a record, advise, direct, or state a policy, inform, request information, I'll say it right in a minute, or reply to a request, persuade someone to do something, and promote goodwill. What did we say goodwill is? Anybody remember? Be nice, thankful,
Positivity.
positive. You're trying to have a good word out there for your company. Alright, what actions do you take in planning messages? Remember, there's 4 steps. What's the first step? Anna.
Identify the objective.
Very good. Identify your objective. What do you hope to accomplish with this business correspondence? Second step. Darius.
Determine the main idea.
The main idea. What's the central theme, the overall theme of your letter? The third step. Cole.
Add side details.
Supporting details. What does the receiver need to know? Who's getting this and what do they need to know? What specifically? What is the last thing that we do? Yes, Anna.
Adjust the message for the receiver.
Present it to their point of view. We adjust it based on who's getting this letter, memo, or email. Alright. There are 2 types of order. What are they? Katara.
Direct or indirect.
Direct and indirect. Direct order is used when? Elaine?
Goodness.
Or
Ooh, I don't know because I didn't work on that. Or what?
A request.
a request. Very good. Indirect order is used when? Katarius?
Bad news.
Or?
Persuading.
Very good. Memos. What's the 4 heading lines to a memo? Yes, Delaney.
2 from date subject.
Very good. 2 from, date, subject. Then you have your body. Then you might possibly have some notations. What is one notation, Anna?
Reference initials.
Reference initials. What's another notation, Justin?
Attachment,
Or
enclosure, and
attachment or enclosure, meaning you're sending something along with it. What's the last one? Cole?
Blind copy or copy.
Copy notation or blind copy. Then you can have second pages. Most memos have how many pages?
Uno.
1. Very good. We're not using the template. Y'all should know how to correctly type a memo yourself. First step in editing and publishing. Edit the memo carefully. Check for the 5 C's. What are the 5 C's? Anna.
Courteous. Correct. Consistent.
Concise.
Yeah, concise. Clear and complete.
Very good. Courteous, correct, concise, clear, and complete. Then we proofread the final draft before we send it, which sending is publishing it by interoffice mail or sending it via U.S. mail. Alright, yesterday we went into email. emails. And I told you an email is basically the same as a memo, except for it's instantly sent. Okay? Memos have the same type of parts. They have a to line. They can have a copy or a blind copy line. They have from, the date, the subject, and then your body, which is the text. There are some good features. They're work friendly. You can have an address book so you don't have to look up everybody's email whenever you need to send something. You can keep your signature on file. You can attach pictures and other documents quickly. You can create a draft and come back to it later. You can reply to just that person, or you can reply to a whole group of people. You can forward emails. You can set priority. And you can set return receipts, meaning, did they see it? Did they send me something back? Email netiquette, which is email etiquette. Only assign a high priority when you really need it. Ask for approval before sending a large attachment. You don't want to send a large attachment and expect somebody to download it and they don't have the space to do that. So you need to ask for permission. Never, ever, ever send confidential or sensitive information in an email. Why?
They can,
Go ahead.
they can hack into your email.
Your email can be hacked. And then there goes your sensitive and confidential information. Do not use all capital letters. Why is that? Darius?
It gives off the illusion of shouting, which makes you seem angry.
It makes it seem like you're screaming at somebody. You're yelling at them. Then they're going to get mad at you. Don't send flames. Flames are angry or insulting messages. If you're mad at this person, calm down before you reply to their email. Don't send spam. Nobody likes to get spam. Nobody likes to eat spam in a can. So, next, don't use emojis in any kind of business email, and always use correct grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Now, today we're moving on to letters. Alright, we're skipping the instant messaging because that's basically texting. There are some standard parts in a letter, okay? Every letter has the date, the letter address. The letter address is going to include who it's going to and the sender, who's sending it. The salutation, which is dear, Mr. and Mrs., greetings, whatever you put right there, that's called the salutation. Then you have your body, which is your main text of your letter. Your complimentary close is the sincerely, thank you for your interest in this, I appreciate your thoughts on this matter, whatever. Most of the time it's sincerely. Then your name, and if you were in a business and you were, say, vice president, you would put comma vice president. If somebody else types up your letter, they'll put their initials. If you're typing it, you don't have to worry about putting your initials on it because you're going to have your name. Everybody got this on their notes? Alright, give me another minute. Got it? You got it, Char? Alright. There's some optional parts in letters. Sometimes you may have to have an attention line. Like, I need your attention, so you put it in all caps across the top to get their attention. You may need a reference line. You might have a subject line, which basically states this letter is going to be about such and such. And there may be a postscript, as in, I got all the way through this letter and I forgot to put something, so let me add that PS down there at the bottom. Okay? got that?
Another question.
Okay?
You were talking about the attention line, but I thought you weren't supposed to use all caps.
In a letter for an attention line, it's okay. Because you're trying to get their attention. You want them to see this is an important letter, you need to read this. For an email, no. Do not ever use all caps in an email because that seems like you're screaming at them. Okay? Alright, editing and publishing letters. There are different types of letters. There's a block format letter and there is a modified block format letter. Can you distinguish the difference between a block letter and a modified block letter? Does anybody know the difference? No? Alrighty. We're going to watch a video. It's not very long. It's only a couple minutes. That explains.
I haven't even done writing my notes.
Huh?
Whenever we get done with this, we gotta go back because I never got done writing my notes.
We'll go back. This explains the difference
I decided to
between
get my degree, both my master's, and eventually working on my PhD from Walden.
block letters and modified block.
How you format a letter conveys a message. Know your company's and audience's preferences. Above all, no matter what format you use, your letter should not look lopsided, crowded, or
Write
spread
down
out.
any notes
Let's take
that
a
you
look at
think
how to
would
format
be
letters for business.
valuable to tell the difference between the
Letter
two.
format refers to the way your letter looks on the page, whether in print or on screen.